It was a Saturday morning, the kind of morning where everything felt ordinary. I had just made tea, the kids were watching cartoons in the living room, and Sana was upstairs still in bed. The knock at the door didn't feel significant at first. I thought it was a neighbor, maybe a courier. But when I opened it, I found a man standing there, tall, nervous, and carrying a worn leather folder. He looked at me with eyes that carried hesitation and pain. "Are you Imran?" he asked. "Yes," I said slowly. He shifted on his feet, then blurted out, "I think I'm the father of your kids." The words didn't register at first. My brain rejected them, treating them like some cruel joke. "What?" I asked, half laughing, half angry, but he didn't flinch. He opened the folder and pulled out old photographs. Pictures of him with Sana, intimate, smiling, arms around each other. Some of them dated after my marriage with her had begun. He showed me printouts of emails, messages between them, and then he said something that made my blood run cold. "The timing lines up. When she had your first child, she was still seeing me. There's a real chance they might be mine." For a moment, everything inside me broke. I wanted to throw him out, to slam the door in his face. But the folder in his hands, the look in his eyes, it wasn't the look of a scammer. It was the look of someone who believed with all his heart that he was telling the truth. I told him to leave. My voice was harsh but trembling. He nodded and said quietly, "I don't want to ruin your family. I just want to know the truth." Then he walked away, leaving me with my world tilted off its axis. That night, I confronted Sana. She was folding laundry in the bedroom when I told her, "A man came to the door today. He says he's the father of our kids." She froze. The shirt in her hand slipped to the floor. Her face drained of color, and for a few seconds she said nothing. Then she laughed nervously, shaking her head. "That's ridiculous. Who? Some crazy person?" When I said his name, her reaction told me everything. She broke down crying, collapsing on the bed. Between sobs, she admitted that yes, she had been seeing him early in our marriage. "It was a mistake, a stupid mistake," she cried. "But it ended. It ended before the kids. They're yours, Imran, they're yours." Her words rang hollow. My trust was gone. The betrayal was real no matter when it ended. I demanded a DNA test. She begged me not to, clutched my hands, swore on everything sacred that the kids were mine. But my heart had already hardened. I needed proof. The weeks that followed were torture. I'd wake up at night drenched in sweat, staring at my children's faces, wondering if I was looking into my own blood or another man's legacy. Every giggle, every hug felt bittersweet. I loved them fiercely, but doubt poisoned every moment. Finally, the results came. My hands shook as I tore open the envelope. I read the words slowly, making sure I wasn't imagining them. Both children, mine. 100%, the relief was overwhelming. Tears blurred my vision as I hugged them that evening, holding them like I never wanted to let go. They were mine, truly mine. Nothing could take that from me, but the relief didn't erase what Sana had done. Her cheating, her lies. The way she had allowed another man to believe he had a claim to my children. Even though the DNA proved me right, she had put me through hell. The next day, I met the man again. I handed him the results. His eyes scanned the paper, his face crumpling as the truth sank in. For a moment, I almost pitied him. He had carried this hope, this belief, only to have it crushed. "They're not mine," he whispered. "No," I said firmly. "They're not. They're my children. Always have been, always will be." He nodded slowly, tears glistening in his eyes. "I just wanted to know," he said. Then he turned and walked away, disappearing from my life as quickly as he had entered it. But Sana remained. And she was the real problem. She pleaded with me to move on, to forgive. "Imran, please, it was years ago. You're their father. Nothing else matters, but it did matter. It mattered that she betrayed me. It mattered that she lied for years. It mattered that she brought another man's ghost into my home and left me vulnerable to the humiliation of him standing at my door. So I filed for divorce. When I told her, she collapsed again, begging, promising change. But I was done. I couldn't live with a woman who had destroyed my trust so completely. The papers went through quickly. The children stayed with me most of the time. She was allowed visitation, but even her parents sided with me, ashamed of what she had done. In the end, she lost more than me. She lost the respect of her family, the comfort of her home, and the man who had been her anchor. I walked away hurt but stronger, holding on to the only pure thing left from our marriage, my children. To this day, I sometimes think about that morning. The knock at the door, the stranger's trembling voice, the folder of photos. He thought he was about to take my place, but in the end, all he did was uncover the truth I needed. It didn't end with me losing my kids. It ended with me keeping them, while losing the woman who never truly valued what she had. And honestly, that was the best outcome I could have asked for.